Welcome in, Greg Ruff and Gus Davenport along with you here at halftime of the Northwood game. You're from Cannon County and from Woodbury. You scored a lot of points in high school. What was it?
It was 2,130.
How do you do
I believe
that?
it. I don't know. I just put in
Keep
a lot
shooting?
a lot of time and effort for sure.
Actually, there's some story. Help me with this one, because I think people. In fact, there was a newspaper article I read about it. Talked to your dad about it. So Tell me about the car, because your dad scored a lot of points too, right?
Yeah, he scored over 1,000.
Yeah, he had. Did he not have the career record there?
No, he just
okay,
on the
all right.
1,000
So, but there's some people that scored some points there. Y'all had some pretty good players at Cannon County for such a small community. Y'all have had a lot of success there.
Yes, sir.
Going to the state tournament over time. Talk about the car, the truck. Somehow you got a truck out of breaking a record or something like that.
Oh yeah. So when I was a freshman, I had a rough freshman year. Didn't score that many points. Yeah, that's right. And so we were coming back from vacation, and my parents were looking at a new car, and I was 15 at the time, I think. So I was about to get my driver's license and stuff like that, and I was looking at trucks and cars, and I was like, me and my dad always talked about when I was growing up, there's never been a 2,000 point score, and I was like, man, I'd love to break that record and be the first. And he was like, well, if you can do that, I'll buy you a new truck and stuff like that. So the deal came along, and then when I broke 2,000, he actually come through with the deal. I was surprised, but he did.
Man, if that was true, there'd be a lot more people scoring 2,000 points.
Yeah,
If Dad's promised that, because that would be serious motivation. What do you want to do? What are you studying, first of all?
Business management.
Business management. What do you want to do? What's the dream job for you out of Trevecca?
I want to do something like project management, but I want to go towards the entrepreneurship side.
Okay.
Own my own business, and
Go ahead.
Entrepreneurship, own my own business, and probably just stay around the construction field. I've been around it my whole life with my dad, so I'm pretty comfortable in that area.
Just so people know that Gus isn't crazy, there are people talking in our head, and he wasn't ready for that, and they
No,
just
I
said
was
something.
not.
All right. So just ignore them like I do.
I got you.
All right. So you want to work with entrepreneurship and doing those things. If there was in particular one business that you would want to start. Now, probably if you want to be in entrepreneurship, you're wanting to do multiple businesses, right?
Yeah.
I would guess. But what would be the first one? What would be the one the dream that you want to do?
I'm thinking about starting a home maintenance business.
Okay.
So people can have someone to rely on around the home and stuff like that. You probably pay a monthly fee over a year time, and then when we come out, do the job for you and stuff like that.
All right.
So.
I think you got a client right now.
Yeah.
I'll take you. I can't fix
I'm gonna
anything.
hold you up on that.
All right. I can't fix anything. So you're playing here. You're sophomore. You go through a transition coaching change. That's always hard. I mean, I've always said, Coach Omar Mance, great guy. You hate it when transitions happen. Coach Carroll comes in, great guy, supporting him, all that kind of stuff. Talk about just having to go through that transition, because that's probably something you didn't have to go through in high school.
Yeah. So coming as a freshman, I wasn't expecting to play a lot. But after like getting here and practicing and stuff like that and getting used to, and then a couple injuries happened with Pete, and then Elon going through the eligibility.
Yeah.
They really just called my name, and I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of playing time last year, but coming in this year with a new coach and stuff, and some key returners and transfers, I knew it'd be a tough year for sure, just because Pete, great player, we all know, and then Jalen leading the conference in scoring. Yeah, it's been a transition for sure, but I'm super glad how the team is doing in conference for sure.
You have to be excited about the success
Yeah.
on the court as well. But I've just been amazed at this team in particular. You don't see this very often when you see a good number of returners in a coaching change, and you get a good number of new people in, and both are playing. There's people from both playing, and you're still getting playing time.
Yes, sir.
Talk about that and what has made that work.
I think just starting off, Coach Carroll's done a great job, just bonding us together, keeping us together. We've had a couple struggles, but right when he got here, we had a really good meeting the start of the year saying, hey, we have returners coming back, new players coming in. We're going to have to mold, and if we can mold this thing, it can really pan out, and I think that's what we've done. And then off the court, like we've had leaders like Pete and Zeke and LB and all of them, older guys, really like just keeps us engaged, unity. We have a big group. we try to do something each week or very often as a team.
Yeah.
And I think that's helped a lot.
East Coast Davenport, second half of Trevecca and Northwood coming up next here on the Great Midwest Digital Network.